I always enjoy my life. It's a simple humdrum, which it seems to rotate in a circle over and again. I basically do a lot of things that I did the day before. I do a bit of gardening. Sometimes, even I have to wonder if I'm really being fulfilled while doing things in a circle. Well, this seems to be where I have my interview, so I best be continuing on.
So this is the building, but I don't really want to work here because I'm feeling sick just by getting here, so I'm thinking I probably don't want the job anyways. But I have to go up those stairs. It's probably another flight of stairs I have to walk. I think everything about it today is going to actually suck. So I put my cheap makeup on and I'm getting like this reaction up here, and it's really annoying because I was like, oh, I knew that was stupid cheap Natio makeup, and it's just stupid cheap makeup that. I was saying, I'm wearing the stupid Natio makeup, which I never wear, and my stupid eyes all swollen and weird looking. It looks like it's got a crow's foot on top of the eye, and I'm like going, that shouldn't be there. So I'm never buying. I always say that. Never buy Natio. It just doesn't work.
South Bank Park, please change here at Raymond Street.
So I'm just
platforms on the right hand side, direction of travel.
on the train heading back to where I'm supposed to be. I had the interview and it went okay. The guy was kind of cool. But it was
Roma
like,
Street Station. Mind the gap.
I didn't know if they flung me off into a new direction because I had the idea that the sales position was some sort of appointment setting role, and then they were like, when they interviewed me, it's like we have a junior and senior position of dealing with things at a more crucial level than just spilling off a script. I mean, generally I was pushed towards the junior position. I'm like, oh, I'm almost like 40 and I don't really think I'm much of a junior, but they said you would advise junior position for you, and I was like,
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
I didn't even want to know like if they would advance your career to the senior position, because the senior position sounds like it kind of sucks. So I'm like, I'm glad I didn't have the senior position, but like the junior position, they said, each survey that you go through takes like, at least 30 minutes and stuff. And I'm like, okay. So a lot of questions about stuff, and I'm like thinking, I don't know if it's better than what I'm doing right now. I only just started this work from home, and I had the idea that it said on the ad for flexible hours, and I'm like, I didn't even ask. They said the hours were blah blah blah, which is like 8:30 to 6, maybe extension to 7 if you're stuck on calls, but and I was like, ooh, that's not the flexible hours. Like, I was thinking maybe, I don't know what I was thinking, but just, it's being a lot of, I wouldn't be able to do. I thought maybe to finish by 4 with the flexible hours ratio, and then I can do an afternoon shift with, the other jobs I didn't do, but with it finishing at 6, I wouldn't be able to work any other jobs. So I was like, oh, I'm not sure, but I don't think they're going to hire me anyway, because I don't think I'm really standing out in my eye. My eye was looking all crinkled, and so I'm like thinking, I don't think I made that great an impression. I didn't really give them a good overview of my whole status. and a lot of other things. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said,
The next station is
I
Milton.
need 2 weeks to move.
Attention customers, when travelling
But I
on
don't know
public
if it's appropriate.
transport
I think-
or while waiting at the train
I think I'm better off
station,
just
please
keeping-
consider the following
Like
precautions.
even if I were off
Utilise
the
the
job, I don't
hand
think I will be
sanitizer
hopefully
dispensers.
But if
Leave
I
a gap
was,
between
I would
you and others. Respect everyone's
I
individual
don't think I
choice to wear a
prefer it
mask.
than what I'm doing right
And
now,
follow
because
COVID-safe
I
plans.
see a lot of potential in what I'm doing right now. And so I have another interview tomorrow with this other company which has more flexible hours, so you can do it just on the side of things. And so if I have 2 of those sorts of jobs, and their position has a higher ratio than this one that I was interviewed for today, I was like, well, if that's the case, I might not accept this one even if I get it, but I don't think I will. I better not put this stuff in my eye because I'm like allergic to this crappy makeup. But I hope that I don't get chosen. I was sort of like wearing my sparkly bangle to give a bad, and just plain earrings to give a bad impression. And I just like, I'm gonna gel my hair back. I didn't do any fancy braids or anything. Braids really pick you up in an interview. I didn't especially want this position though. I was thinking about all the way here, and then I wanted to be like sick, when I was transferring to a train. And I was like, this brings back the way I feel when I'm actually working in an office job. It's like, I don't think I can handle it. I think I would rather just work from home. And stuff. And so I was sort of feeling sick, but there is okay.
Now arriving at
When I was in the
Milton
air-conditioned
Station.
space,
If
I was
this
feeling
is
a lot
your
better,
station,
but
prepare to disembark.
the guy
Customers
seemed
are
nice.
reminded the
I think
exit
he's got a
buttons
quick
are
temper
located
though,
in the
so
middle
I'm
of
not
the
sure
doors.
if it's going to be a completely safe environment. Like he seemed to grow a stiff spine when I said, it's
Milton
an
Station,
environment
platform on the left-hand side,
commonly
direction
what
of
you
travel.
expect with all the legislative and everything. He's basically said, yeah, but without outlining, yeah, definitely legislative, but basically gave a short spiel of
Milton
the
Station.
good things about the
Mind
office,
the
but I
gap.
don't think he agreed that it's actually legislative. And that's sort of what I'm wondering with this company, because last time I've worked there probably 3 times and they're all, the interview's okay. I mean, actually no, the interview sucked. I think I was even hit at an interview ages and ages ago, but they've got a new
Doors closing. Please stand
kind of
clear.
office, and it's a lot more cheering now. Back then it was like you had to sit in this space. It didn't have all the fancy electronic gates and stuff, and then you had to walk up these stairs, and by the time upstairs I was just about having a heart attack. And then they're like, you're not going to do very well at this job, will you? But this one was just an easy. Well, it was actually like a common area. So the interview was done in a common area where people were viewing and listening. And so I was like, that's a little.
The next station is
I
Auckland
mean,
Flower.
there weren't people from meters away, but they could still hear what I was saying. And I was like, I don't really like open interviews, but I've done them before. But yeah. But I didn't ask the question. I'm working for a company who works with finance products. Will have any association with them clash with this position? I didn't even ask. I mean, I could have. So I'll let them, if they bothered to hire me and I bothered to accept, which I don't think either one thinks is going to really happen. I hope questioning
Now
is it doesn't,
arriving
because I
at
don't really want
Auckland
it.
Flower Station. If
But
this
if we
is
did, I'd
your
be like,
station,
just let them
prepare
figure
to
out on their own
disembark.
that I've got
Customers
some
are reminded the
ties to a
exit
finance company,
buttons
but
are
I'm going to lose
located
that
in
work
the
from home
middle
position
of the doors.
because it doesn't finish early enough, this position. And so I'd be trading one job for another, and I'm not sure if
Auckland Flower, platform on the
if
left-hand
you
side,
can't
direction of
earn
travel.
$400 a day on this position I've got already, so I'd rather not be accepted for the office space position, so I can, and then like
Auckland
that's it,
Flower Station.
I'm not gonna.
Mind the gap.
I don't want to work in the office really. But it's just gonna bring back all those feelings of, you know, stress and worry, and my heart's gonna start pulsing and jiggling around in my chest, and then I'm gonna be feeling sick when I get up at 7 to be there by 8 and be prepared by 8:30 and before I start. So actually no, I probably need to leave by 7 and get up at 6, leave by 7. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna make me feel like run down crap, so I'm not sure if it's actually worth it. I mean, they said it's a 50k base with additional profits that can lead to, you know, a 75,
The next station
80,
is Toowong.
80 at the highest kind of ratio. Okay. And I'm like, that's an okay idea, but I mean, if I don't, and yeah, it's an okay idea, but I'm not sure if I can't earn more at home.
Now arriving at Toowong Station.
The only reason
If
why
this
I
is
wanted
your station,
to transfer to an
prepare
office
to
was to get
disembark.
my butt
Customers are reminded the
into
exit buttons are located in the
suburban
middle.
Hey.
in a suburban living. Because I have a conspiracy theory that there's going to be like a volcanic tornado in the country. I'm scared of tornadoes. Like last night I was sleeping and I was like, I really am terrified of tornadoes. I have like this terror, and I keep getting the idea that the house is going to get struck by tornadoes, and I don't want to be near it when it is. And so I'm like, the whole objective was to get a high paying job, but to get my butt closer to another area so that I don't have to worry about things like tornadoes. And well, I mean, you still deal with tornadoes, but it's not to the point where you've got a totally insecure house that just needs to be touched by a tornado before it'll survive. So I'm not convinced that the house is even worthy, and it's not even fireproof, and there is active volcanic activity. And at the moment I have another conspiracy theory. It might be that it might get struck by a fire tornado this year. And so that's like, that really is the underlying objection. But I wasn't really awake in this interview. I should have said to develop my further skills, to widen career opportunities. You know, all I said was, oh, I want the money. I didn't say basically like that.
The next station is Taringa.
More steady income, you know, less other stuff. I didn't say my usual spiel of and develop my skills and my career and stuff. I usually do say that, but today I was sleeping. My brain was still asleep. I didn't say half the things, and I didn't even say like my background in studies and a lot of other things. But I really don't think I got this one anyway. And I don't want it. I don't want it because I don't want to have to choose between living in reality.
Now arriving at Taringa Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
It isn't successful.
Customers are reminded the exit buttons are located in the middle of the doors.
Because I
Taringa, platform on the right hand side,
disenchanted
direction
with
of
office
travel.
space. I get sick too quickly. It might be anxiety, or it might be my body, or me, my mind.
Taringa Station.
I don't know what's
Mind the
happening about
gap.
it. I'm always like any excuse for it to fail. So another thing about the interview, my voice was
Edgar Pelly, platform on the right hand side, direction of travel.
by the end, I was like talking in my throat, and I was just basically whispering. Like at first, you know, I was speaking okay. I mean, I was speaking my normal voice.
Indooroopilly Station.
And as the
Mind the
interview
gap.
progressed and they were explaining more about the role and stuff and the income and everything, I was like, my throat was closing. And my voice was just coming out weaker and weaker. And then by the end of the interview, I was like practically whispering. Like I couldn't hardly hear it myself.
Doors closing.
And so
Please
instead
stand
of
clear.
been a job, because I had the idea it was appointments at a job, and then not some junior clerk position where you have to, I mean, basically you're just asking a lot of questions, but it's not appointment setting. I was expecting appointment setting, and so my voice was like going do back and back, and then the payment thing was like 50k plus, plus
This is a Springfield Central train,
bonus
stopping all stations. The next station is Chelmer.
I had the idea that it was a 75k job with bonuses that lead up to 150k. So, and my voice was once again like fading, and so by the end, like I was just like, yeah, like really like quiet, like I was like, and I knew that I should have been speaking louder, but I didn't really care, because by the time we went through everything, I was like,
now arriving at Chelmer Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark. Customers are reminded the exit buttons are located in the middle of the doors.
So I was sort of like getting less and less because they're telling me things that were in the advertisement, and then I was like, by the end I was like, yeah, that's very interesting.
Chelmer, platform on the right hand side, direction of travel.
Very interested, and I was like, I've been like, I don't know, I was laughing.
Chelmer Station.
I was like,
mind the gap.
You shouldn't be that quiet in the interview at all. And the fact that I was is like, I don't know. I just know that he picked it up, and once again, I really hope I don't get that job, because the interview was good. I mean, I felt kind of comfortable, but he looked a little, I'm still thinking, is this the background to this company like Middle Eastern roots? Because I'm still thinking in my mind that it's a Middle Eastern traditioned company where you get jumped and put under abuse whenever someone feels like it. So, and so that's how it was like ages and ages ago. But I haven't been in that space for over 15 years, and so I thought,
the next station is Graceville.
It could be completely legislative and nice and stuff, but he had a stern spine. I was thinking that the guy seemed really nice. He was not the person that was on my ID to be interviewing. But
now arriving at Graceville Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark. Customers are reminded the exit buttons are located in the middle of the doors.
How do you read? It's like, do you want to know if I'm Middle Eastern? So I still think it's an
Graceville, platform on the right hand side, direction of travel.
Workplace, and I'm like, I'm not sure if they keep it together. It won't be abusive, but if they don't keep it together, it will be. So I was going, well, it sort of seems that way, but judging by body language,
Graceville Station.
It's still a Middle Eastern inspired kind of company. So you have to be aware of that, because you can get put into amazing abuse. I mean, I've had normal office jobs where I've just been hammered by the boss, and literally,
please stand clear.
It's like a jump. Sometimes it's a jump into really chaotic situations, so I'm not sure if it wouldn't be a violent environment. But sometimes, people are really nice and they keep it together there and they don't get very angry at you, but other times, you can make a lot of violence in the office, and I'm like, I've met both. And so I would just hope that everything remains sort of polite, but sometimes if you're not working hard enough,
is Sherwood.
You get in trouble, and people are talking to you, are you not, they don't even ask, are you not handling the job well? It's like, they tell you, you're not handling the job well. We're not taking enough calls, you're letting it lag too much before you pick up another call. And they say it like they get angry as they talk to you, as though you've not just insulted them, you've like lied about your capabilities. But I wasn't asked about whether I'd handle, you know, or larger any calls. I mean, they said it's a 30 to 1 hour interview, so you probably do 4 or 5 interviews a day.
Now arriving at Sherwood Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark. Customers are reminded the exit buttons are located in the middle of the doors.
But my voice is very weak. I'm never confident with jobs. Like, I can, at home, like, I can do really well. That's in my environment, but at workplaces, I'm like my voice like fails all the time, and then I get all these weird feelings, and then I go all over the place. But at home, I drink a lot
Sherwood
of
Station,
water.
platform on the right-hand side, direction of travel.
And at workplaces, I'm too uncomfortable to just be myself, and then so I'm always like nodded, and I find it hard to drink. And
Sherwood Station, mind the gap.
You know, I keep drinking when I'm eating because I'm almost choking my food a lot. So, and that's because I'm just uncomfortable. I'm not in my own environment. But I don't know. I think office work is a really bad idea. A good experience, bad idea. I think. So this is the view. It's always interesting because you always take for granted things like views, and then after you haven't ridden a train for a while, you forget about what it looks like, and you ride it on a regular basis, you always know what it looks like. So for me, this is
now
interesting.
arriving at Oxley Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark. Customers are reminded the exit buttons are located in the middle of the doors.
Oxley, platform on the right-hand side, direction of travel.
These are nice trains, like the new ones. But I'm suffering a bit of nervousness about hopping on and off of trains. Like, the little gap between the train and the platform seemed really big. And I was like really scared of platforms. Like, when walking over the bridge today, I was like wanting to drop onto my knees and crawl across because I felt really unsafe, and like I was terrified of like walking over a bridge, which I've done millions of times previously. So I have all these really weird feelings today.
The next station is Springfield.
When I looked at my first gap, like the first time I hopped on the train, I was like walking towards it. It's like I'm not sure if I can step over that gap. Of course I did, but I was sort of terrified. I'm like, that's a really weird feeling to be terrified. I would just say that I'm just having one of those days when nothing feels like it's steady. And I was like, I don't know, I can't wait to get back to where I live, but I hate living where I live too. I don't know if I'd
Springfield Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark. Springfield Station. Mind the gap.
That's a really nice picture. That sky is just amazing. Yeah, so I have the impression that if I'm successful at this other job tomorrow, I think I'm better off working from home this year. I think I will.
The next station is Springfield Central. This train terminates at Springfield Central. All customers, please exit the train on arrival at Springfield Central. Queensland Rail would like to remind customers to take all personal possessions when you leave the train. For security reasons, please do not leave personal possessions unattended.
On the way on the train trip here to the city, I was like reminiscing. I was like, oh, I should be doing this and I should be doing that. Because I had my whole growing career, but I wasn't being paid, that's the only thing. I would hate to think that I would be being paid now. In a way, it's like a lot better. In a way, it's like just as hard. But I'm not good with offices, really. I feel sorry for myself sometimes that everything that I've tried to do has been usurped, and of course, since it's been usurped, I've been pushed over, and everyone's forgotten about me. But I just look at things on the internet, and I'm like,
Springfield Central Station, platforms on the right-hand side direction of travel. This train terminates here. All customers, please detrain. Thank you.
And on the way to the city, I was like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that, I shouldn't be having to work.
Now arriving at Springfield Central Station. This train terminates here. All customers, please exit the train. Customers are reminded the exit buttons are located in the middle of the doors.
It was like an abduction, really, and then being paid for it, but I was never paid for it, so I guess it was just an abduction. But I'm so sad sometimes when I realize that I could be living a different lifestyle. And not necessarily better off, not better off until I get paid. So here I am at the train station. This is the train station. Yes, it is. Just waiting for a ride. This kind of heat though, I was noticing on the ride over, it's really hot. And it's a weird heat. It feels like a bushfire waiting to happen. It's a really strong heat, and it's really dry, and makes me really thirsty. And then it makes me sick that I feel so thirsty. So, and then I drink something, and I haven't dehydrated because I'm still thirsty, and I'm like, it really affects my throat and mouth. And I was freaking out because it's we have a dog in the back of our car. I was like, oh, I don't know how the dog feels, but I feel that whatever heat is in the air is really radiating into my throat and making me really thirsty. More than usual. So this is what I watched my interview. So it's like a leopard print shirt with basic pants and my Diana Ferrari shoes. These are really old, but I realized I haven't worn them for a while because it surprised me how tight they were. They're really good fit, but I haven't worn them for ages, and I was like, oh, this is tighter than I normally feel when I'm wearing these boots. I just haven't worn them in a while. They must feel like they align your ankles or something, but must be how they usually feel. I just haven't worn them in so long. I just didn't realize how they actually felt anymore. But I like these shoes. I like a lot of Diana Ferrari shoes, but not all of them fit me. So it's best. I ordered these online, but it's best if
you're in the store, because then you can try them on and double check that they fit you. But I was glad that these ones did. But I think what I'm wearing is nice. I just don't think it's very great. You know, I've still got this frumpy look. I'm still like overweight, even though I've been doing quite a bit of exercise. But I don't totally do exercise. Like a lot of times I just do exercise and then sit on the computer all day. So I don't do essentially a lot of exercise. So I think that's how and with my diet change as well, to include, you know, your higher end carbs. I just put on a heap of weight over the years, and I'm still wearing a lot of weight, and I've been losing more and more weight. It's just I still look really chubby, and you know, I still look like I'm like obese, and my posture's all whacked out. I'm doing more back arches because my posture's been humped over a laptop for over 5 years, and my posture's out of alignment. I don't have any kind of erect posture, and only problems, all these problems to do with my body. It's like, it's never ending. I'm like, let's just put on some magnets and get rid of everything. But I'm sort of leaning away from it because it is a bit unhealthy. It makes you feel like crap after a while. But then I look at the things on the internet, and then I'm like thinking, well, I used to look this way, and I used to look that way. It looks so much better than this really frumpy bag of frump that I look like now. So, but I'm still doing it the natural way for now. Later I might change my mind, but for now, especially when I'm moving with people who don't admire particular traits of beauty, i.e. a tight body, I just be like lazy Jane over it. And it's like, I don't really care. I mean, I do care, but I know I'm being lazy still. I don't do like any proper workout. I just do some exercises, and I'm getting fitter, but I'm still not fit. I'm like, how much weight do I have to lose? So I am just walking around because I think the person waiting for us on the other side of the castle. So my feet looking. I hear the sound of an impatient motor, and I think, oh, that sounds like them. At home, it took so long. I felt really nauseated in the car because we stopped by the petrol station, and I got this donut because I didn't have any pastries, I got this donut and a drink, and I ate the donut and it was so off. It was all tough and not soft at all. It was like dry, very dry, almost stale. Any more stale and it would have turned hard, like really hard. I mean, it was really, there was no softness about it. And after I ate that, I felt sick, like I wanted to throw. And so I've literally just been sitting in the car feeling nauseated. And then my phone doesn't work until, you know, after a certain period of time, while venturing out of the suburbs, you know, my phone doesn't, the internet doesn't work for a while until I get back here. And then I was like, all the way though, I just wanted to be sick. Literally, like I feel really bad, and I've got a headache now, and I've probably got COVID from it. No, I probably didn't get COVID, but it has made me feel so, and I only just managed to hold everything in place. I've been feeling nauseated all day, like literally, like my stomach just wanted to remind me I was like, I feel like I'm pregnant or something, kind of nausea. Like that always happens when I'm working, like in an office, like I always feel nauseated and all the time, and it just drains me of a lot of energy. But today, that donut did it. I think the donut did it. And now I'm extra tired, although I'm just asleep. And I was supposed to get on the phones to do some shift sometime, and I just want to sleep, and I want to have something to eat, maybe an ice block. I want a soup. No, I want wontons and a soup. I want like just a watery soup, vegetable soup. I was so thirsty. The first thing I did, I haven't even given this plant enough water because it has a totally dry bowl. There's no water down there. But my plants are so thirsty. It's only been days since I last watered them, and they've all drunk all the water. And this one's especially greedy. It's a water-based plant. It's an air plant. It's off water and air, and I don't give it hardly enough fertilizer. I should see if we have any. But my plants were very, very thirsty, so I gave them all a little bit of a drink, and now they look perky. I told GP before. Competition online. I went to this competition. Whoever wins, like, gets to be in the running to win like $1 million a year for 3 years. But I didn't win. I didn't even get anywhere near the top 2. You need to have friends, and you need to have people to vote for you, otherwise no one votes for you and you don't get anywhere. But I think I won that competition previously, and I don't know how, because I realized, you know, after I put my thing on there that, I probably should have linked it to my social media, and then I put a new entry with social media, and it still didn't get any votes. So I think you need to get likes on your social media or something, and then that brings in more votes. But I don't know, I didn't get anywhere with it, and it's ended by now. But I was gonna say, so now that you can see what I have here, there's also a Disney entry, but you have to be a particular member, pay membership to be able to enter. And I didn't. What happens is you get filmed to go on a date with a Disney character, so probably someone from Disney theme parks. And I wanted to enter it, but I couldn't because I'm not a member, and specific agencies recommend not to apply for specific jobs because it's not been approved. But I was like, I so feel like going on that kind of date. Yeah, so it's been a while since I've felt very attractive to anyone, and I was like, you know what, that's exactly the kind of date that I could use, you know, not to just pick up your mood, but also to pick up your spirits of, oh, I'm so old and no longer dateable. So, oh, I just got another message. Bossy boot work. Trying to tell him I can't be on the phone for at least half an hour yet. But yeah, what was I saying? Something about Disney? Yeah, I wish I could enter that competition, because it's totally something that I wouldn't mind doing. And, you know, I just want to visit, you know, wherever you visit, wherever Disney thing in the world that you visit. And I just want to like go on the day, you know, have a little bit of music, sit around, have a drink, maybe something to eat. I don't really like Disney World food, probably because a lot of it's expensive, but I also get sick. Last time I ate at Disney World, I didn't even like the food, and you pay like $200 a plate. And so, unfortunately, I only ate Jell-O, and I think I ate ice cream when I actually visited Disney World, like years and years and years and years ago. But literally, like, the food doesn't get me. It's like eating food at the casino. You either get it and you eat it, or you don't. And I just don't get that kind of food. Like, something wrong with the food that doesn't interest me and makes me sick, and I don't want to eat it. So I wouldn't go there. I would probably want to go there to drink. I'd probably like get there on the plane, eat on the plane, get there, and I would, you know, sit on a bench somewhere, or on a nice pretty seat underneath some shade and near a fountain maybe, and just listen to some music for like 10-15 minutes. And if we're eating anything, maybe just have drinks. I could see myself eating drinks and Jell-O. And then my stomach, I'll probably get sick though. Something that, yeah, have drinks and Jell-O, and then like go for a little walk underneath some trees somewhere. They have like a pretty nice walkway towards the boat, but I wouldn't want to walk there really. It's kind of not really. I don't know. I mean, I used to like walking there. I used to be like, oh, I like this area. I've been here quite a few times and walked this path. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to walk for very long, like 5 minutes or so. And then it's time to. You know, then you could literally, like, I probably would want to pack up, but, you know, I could watch a little bit of a movie, a few clips or something, or live theater of a story, a flirtatious Disney story with your name in it or something. That might be cute, like flirting. And then have a picture, like I was going to put on my entry form, but I couldn't apply for it, but I was going to put it on the entry form, like have a picture, have that picture put in a gold-plated diamond frame and given to you with a diamond set, you know. Yeah, and you have to name a specific commercial set, otherwise they give you crap diamonds, like their crystal stuff. And then you'd be like told, go into the limo and go back home on your plane, and you know, you get like yeah, and stuff, and you get your money and without any other problems, and then you can float all the way home and thinking that you've got the best thing in the world. Or something. Yeah, that would be a nice date. Disney style.